On April 24, 1964, at approximately 17:45 hours, Officer Lonnie Zamora was engaged in routine patrol in Socorro, New Mexico. The town, with a reported population at the time just under 9,000, is characterized by its modest dwellings and commercial establishments. The setting sun that evening was observed casting elongated shadows of these structures onto the arid ground. Socorro's streets, primarily unpaved, exhibited minimal vehicular traffic. The rental lot near the downtown sector stood largely empty. The ambient temperature measured at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, devoid of significant wind activity. Officer Lonnie Zamora, age 31, was seated inside his 1962 Ford 300 patrol vehicle. The car was stationed near Park Street, facing south. At this juncture, dispatch transmitted a report concerning a vehicle exceeding speed limits south of Highway 85. Zamora, known for his meticulous adherence to protocol, was positioned approximately 3 feet from the steering wheel, with his right hand hovering near the radio transmitter. The dashboard displayed minimal dust accumulation, indicating a recent cleaning. The vehicle's exterior remained unremarkable in its standard navy blue. At approximately 17:47 hours, while pursuing a speeding vehicle, Officer Lonnie Zamora detected an unusual acoustic anomaly. The sound, identified as a loud roar, originated from a direction approximately southwest of his position. He brought his patrol vehicle to a stop, its wheels positioned on rugged terrain at the entrance to a gravel road. Zamora exited the vehicle, his boots making contact with the uneven surface. He scanned the environment, noting flat terrains interspersed with sparse vegetation. The sound persisted momentarily before subsiding, encouraging closer examination of the vicinity. Officer Zamora redirected his attention as his vision settled on a vertical column of smoke approximately 800 meters from his current location, positioned beyond the gravel road. The column, dense and black, rose steadily against the backdrop of the vast sky. He observed the atmospheric conditions, calm yet disturbed by the residual dust suspended in the air. The sunlight, diminishing towards evening, intersected with dust particles, requiring Zamora to narrow his eyes for clarity. The steady presence of smoke compelled him to investigate further toward the source. By 1800 hours, Officer Zamora had traversed the rugged terrain to arrive within approximately 150 feet of the anomaly. The object, metallic in appearance, measured an estimated 15 feet in length. Its fuselage rested upon 4 extended struts, each embedding into the compact desert substrate. The surface was devoid of any discernible markings or openings. The surrounding area showed no indication of disturbance apart from a minor dispersal of gravel beneath the struts. The environmental conditions consisted of a low-light sky and negligible wind movement. As Officer Zamora focused on the object, he observed 2 humanoid entities positioned on its southern perimeter. Each entity stood no taller than 4 feet, resembling the stature of small children. Their cranial structures seemed proportionate, without discernible auditory appendages. Upon Zamora's approach, these figures exhibited a brief glance in his direction before promptly retreating into the structure. The soundscape was marked by silence, with no external ambient noises noted during the encounter. At 18:30 hours, Officer Lonnie Zamora, accompanied by additional officers, returned to the site in Socorro, New Mexico. The field, located 800 meters north of their original position on Park Street, revealed several distinctive features. Within a 30-foot radius, the loose sand exhibited 4 depressions, each approximately 12 inches in diameter. Adjacent shrubbery presented signs of combustion, with lower branches charred. Sand at the site bore distinct scorched markings. These observations were documented and photographed by the responding officers. Days after the initial encounter, Project Blue Book operatives reached Socorro to conduct a detailed examination. The team erected survey equipment around the primary area of interest, focusing on the 4 depressions and surrounding terrain. Wind conditions at approximately 15 miles per hour created challenges in sample collection, dispersing lighter particles. Nevertheless, investigators secured soil samples for laboratory analysis. The perimeter was photographed and catalogued. Despite adverse weather conditions, clear documentation was emphasized to prevent contamination of the evidence. On April 27, 1964, 3 days post-incident, expert analysts convened in Socorro to examine the ambiguous event. Theories posited included unauthorized military exercises and advanced aerospace testing. Some analysts speculated possible extraterrestrial encounters. The absence of verifiable evidence perpetuated inconclusive discussions. Archival footage reveals pervasive disagreement among experts from differing domains. Dissection of physical traces and witness testimony failed to yield conclusive ties to known aerial technology. Comprehensive atmospheric data review noted no anomalies coinciding with the event. This gap in corroborating data left the incident open to multiple interpretations. Officer Lonnie Zamora consistently maintained an account devoid of embellishment, contributing to the enigma. His narrative, aligned with physical evidence, escapes definitive classification within known parameters. The site near Socorro lingered in scientific discourse as a focal point for unexplained aerial phenomena analysis. Open-ended evaluations persisted, influencing modern interpretations of unidentified flying object research. Records conclude with unresolved discourse regarding potential origins and implications. The gap in empirical substantiation leaves the phenomena entrenched in speculative assertion. The cumulative investigation underscores a profound absence of conclusive results, illustrating the perennial mystery surrounding such encounters.